As population gets bigger, your commute gets longer. The Durham Orange Light Rail plan is supposed to make your commute within the Triangle a little bit easier. So what's wrong with the plan that'll make your ride to work as smooth as a plane ride? Well, I have my workout gear ready, and so should you. Just because we've hit August doesn't mean it's too late to start working on that beach body you've always wanted, especially since there have been workout sessions happening all around Boston. And guess what? They're absolutely free. A huge prediction in the beginning of the evening became a major accomplishment for both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, taking 7 out of the 11 states that held their primary election yesterday on Super Tuesday. I can't wait to see everyone's costume this weekend, and I wouldn't be surprised to see the best ones at one of the best places to go to for Halloween. I went to Salem to see what the city has in store for us this year. Today is a little bit rainy, as every Wednesday seems to be so far. The highest is at 60, lowest is at 39. It was only AM showers, so we can put our umbrella away for now. But keep your scarf handy because Thursday is going to be a little bit chilly and a lot more cloudy. We might not see the sun until later on. Friday is all day rain, so break out your umbrella. But Saturday, the rays of sun will come back out. I like to use my Saturdays to go shopping, especially since Sunday is Easter Sunday. Only 53 degrees, low 41, but not too much wind, so you can break out your favorite sunglasses and your favorite Easter dress. So we'll be excited for Sunday's weather. A new survey shows most people believe good sleep is the key to a happy marriage. However, it's not always a top priority. A new poll from a health technology firm shows 84% of its people think it's more important to spend time with family, friends, and significant others than to get a good night's sleep. Now, what are young voters thinking? Now that the election is heating up, that's the question going through all presidential candidates' minds. And as a young voter myself, mine too. I wanted to know, so I went out on campus to answer that question. Millennials are becoming more and more important to each presidential candidate. Every speech, every spiel, every picture is for the next generation of voters. But what are students saying about this race to the White House?
I think it's been closer than what I expected it to be.
This is the first election I'm really paying more attention to, so I found it pretty interesting so far.
For months, students have been attending conventions to figure out who they want to vote for. But for students like Dylan, he feels that the media coverage isn't helping him choose.
It's just really confusing to try to figure out which are the facts and which are just things that are blown out of proportion.
Students have already registered to vote, and they are excited to cast their pick and know how much they can influence the numbers.
This election, more than any other, is showing that our voices are making a big impact on people's campaigns. If we get out there and voice our opinions, that we will have an impact on both the Democratic and the Republican nominations, as well as the actual general election.
Now, who said millennials aren't involved? Ultimately, young voters are leaning towards certain candidates but still feel undecided about their final pick come Election Day. One source they said that helps them is isidewith.com, where they can take a quiz to see which presidential candidate is more in tune with what they want. The Durham Orange Light Rail plan is supposed to make your commute within the Triangle a little bit easier. So what's wrong with the plan that'll make your ride to work as smooth as a plane ride? The 18-stop light rail would make its way from Durham County to Orange County, making stops at NC Central, Duke, and UNC. Carolyn Carter says the growing population leads to a growing need for rapid transportation.
We really need a light rail, metro rail system in this town, as well as for the Triangle area.
And you would use it definitely?
And I would definitely use it frequently, daily.
Other commuters like light rail, just not this plan.
I just want to know what's the fascination with Chapel Hill. Raleigh's our state capital. Why not have services from Durham to Raleigh?
It's very complicated.
Alex Castro is concerned he won't even see the finished product.
The system won't be open for the first ride until about 2029. That's a long ways away for us seniors. And a great number of us may not get there.
What's going to happen is as the world is moving to driverless and ride-sharing programs and affordable, accessible transportation, we're going to be paying for light rail.
Meet Erica. She isn't just another runner, she's a Boston Marathon runner.
I was given an invitational bid from a couple of family friends who were injured in 2013. I wanted to run in their honor, just because I saw the process that they went through, the strength that they had.
This Suffolk alum is running for Beth Israel, the same hospital her family friends were treated at after the 2013 marathon bombings.
They were able to start running again, and that just inspired me to start running, so I'm running for them.
When talking to her the week before, she still couldn't believe that she was participating in the event.
It's still kind of surreal. Like I don't believe that it's happening this Monday, despite all the signage going up. I saw the finish line yesterday, and it's still not hitting me that I'm going to be hopefully crossing it.
But she did, and she was cheered on by family and friends at mile 26. What better place to get up close and personal with the presidential candidates other than New Hampshire? New England College hosted a primary student convention for students all over the country to get ready for the first-in-the-nation primary.
You can meet all the candidates in one place and then have different professionals in different fields talk to you about different subjects.
For 3 days, students had the opportunity to ask questions, meet, and take pictures with candidates like Bernie Sanders, Chris Christie, and Carly Fiorina.
Coming here, you get to see them in person, really develop more of an opinion you have on before, get to ask them your own personalized questions. It's just fantastic to me. I mean, I'm really glad to see it so far.
At the end of each day, each person had the chance to participate in a straw poll election to pick who they wanted as their party nominees.
I just think just being able to participate in that would be really good, and also because, I'd be able to make a tiny, a fraction of a difference.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience that, not everyone can get in 4 years.
When Josh got his hoverboard, he was excited to go into the city and take it for a spin.
I think it's just an easy transportation device. We can just hop on and just go instead of walking. It makes life a whole lot easier.
Josh became one of many to buy the popular gadget this past year. But after countless videos of the board catching on fire, the popularity with the toy in Boston went down.
Banning hoverboards in the city just as they treated segways. It's a public safety issue with segways going up and down the city streets, as well as obviously on our campuses as well. They're actual vehicles. They can't be used on the sidewalks.
Public use of the hoverboard can get you a fine of $50 to $100, and colleges in the Boston area are banning them indefinitely.
With our students that live in the residence halls and those living off campus, if those catch on fire, they're now not just endangering their lives, they're endangering their roommates' lives and everyone else involved in that building as well.
But Josh thinks the ban is inconvenient for students and thinks that schools should reconsider their decision.
I can see why they banned hoverboards because they caught on fire and whatnot, but not all the boards have caught on fire, just a few, so I feel like they should rethink their decision.
Henderson Roman always wanted to study abroad, and he finally got that chance this semester.
Abroad because one of my majors is international relations, and so obviously it'd be great to study abroad and get that experience, and also could open up job opportunities.
Roman is currently studying at Boston University's London campus. Like any other student studying abroad, he took a weekend trip.
I went to Paris for the weekend, last weekend.
Fortunately, he wasn't near the attacks, but did have trouble leaving the country.
The thing was that as soon as it happened, the borders closed, so I was freaking out because I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get back to London in 2 days.
In times of crisis like these, communication is key.
Be sure to communicate immediately with your institution, both where you are studying as well as at home, and to let them know that you're fine. Obviously contact your parents, and then just be in constant, regular communication.
Despite the tragedy, Roman thinks students shouldn't feel afraid about studying abroad.
You can't let that sway you, or you can't be worried that you'll be at the wrong place at the wrong time, because then you have no experiences.
Trump is definitely leading the polls, but there is a whole group of voters that he needs to pay attention to if he wants to win. When he came to visit in Tyngsboro, Massachusetts, he made a lot of comments regarding immigration and how the United States were handling it.
People are being born on our soil, and congratulations, folks, we're now taking care of them for 85 years. We can't be so stupid that this is possible.
As supporters reacted to Trump with excitement there, Hispanic student voters here gave what they thought about Trump's comments.
What he's doing is he knows that a lot of people are xenophobic or hateful in some way, and I think he's using that knowledge to gain a lot of support because he's saying things that nobody else would say.
You can't really judge someone unless you know their story. unless you've been in their shoes. And I wonder, like, if maybe he was born into Hispanic culture, like if his mom was Hispanic and his dad was American, I wonder what he would think then.